All right, here on the program with us right now, we have Dr. Kyle P. Flynn I and Dr. Michael Davis here to debate the unemployment issue. Thanks for being on the program tonight, guys.
Thanks for having us, Gabe.
Thanks for having us.
Okay, we've been seeing the, what some may say are troubling trends with unemployment. Why is unemployment important? Why should we look at it?
Well, I think knowing the unemployment rate is knowing the state of our economy. Our goal for the unemployment rate right now, as you said before, is 4%. But as my good friend Arthur Oken once said, that for every 1% of unemployment, the GDP actually goes down 2%.
All right. Michael, how about you? Do you have any thoughts on this subject?
Though I believe much of what Dr. Flynn said was correct, I think what he didn't adequately note was that many of the biases that come with the data that he has come up with and that many of your reporters have come up with, many of these sources are actually secondary sources, which means they did not come from any kind of primary study. This could come with all sorts of biases. Also, in November, there was elections, and so a lot of information came out that might have not been the most correct, or a lot of things could have been left out of the information in order to swing the numbers to a particular political agenda, so that certain elected officials could be elected into the government. Also, I think it's important to realize that sample sizes play a very important role, and that many of these numbers we do not know the sample which is being tested, and if the sample is too low, this could not accurately represent any unemployment level.
All right, now, Dr. Flynn, I understand you have some data of your own that you would like to share with us tonight. Could you go into that a little bit and share it with us, please?
Well, Gabe, this past fall I conducted a study at Rutgers University in one of their economics classes, just to see the exact number of unemployed there. And my results were staggering. 27% of the students in that class were unemployed. Which, 27%, that's comparable to the 1930s Great Depression, which is one of the most horrific economic crises in American history.
Gabe, I actually have a copy of Dr. Flynn's manuscript right here of his study, if you want to call it that. The problem with this study is he actually only had 29 people available for this study, and this is just frankly not enough to conduct any kind of research. I don't know what kind of school he went to learn that, but apparently they didn't do a very good job. Also, the study was conducted at 8 o'clock in the morning. I don't know if Dr. Flynn spent very much time in a classroom, but if you have a class at 8 in the morning, you might not be very awake in order to answer these questions, and a lot of the answers, therefore, might be skewed. Also, there was 17% of the students that were missing. This left only 24 people to take the actual survey. I mean, this sample size is just diminishing. Also, a popular mode of income for college kids is seasonal work. And this seasonal work would have allowed kids would actually have more jobs at this time when he conducted the study than if he would have done the study in the summer when a lot more kids would have been looking for jobs. Also, many of these kids are just entering the workforce, and many people might be reluctant to hire them or other situations like that. So this study, to me, is absolutely bogus.
Well, Gabe, before you ask your next question, let me just start by saying that this interview has taken a turn for the worse. That's all. Continue.
Okay. Well, gentlemen, let's try to keep this civil, please. All right. Well, then, what would you two do if elected president? This is for either of you. Okay.
I'll take that one.
Lucky for us, Dr. Flynn doesn't have a chance to be president. Go ahead.
I think America needs a major fiscal stimulus by lowering discount rates and lowering taxes for the middle and lower classes so they can spend more money in the marketplace and hopefully open more new businesses.
Here we go again with Dr. Flynn's conception of what the economy should be. And this is totally not the direction to go, giving money to the middle class. What kind of concept is that? I think that more money should be given in tax breaks to big businesses like energy companies in order to create more expansion, and this expansion will create more jobs. I think that monetary policy is definitely the policy for America.
Are we done here?
Before we break here, Gabe, I'd just like to take this opportunity to promote my new book coming out, Saving the World, One Economy at a Time. You can pick it up at any local Walmart or a bookstore. It makes a great stocking stuffer. Thank you, Gabe.
Well, after our program tonight, I hope you have learned a lot about unemployment and how it can affect you and what Washington, D.C. could maybe do for you. I hope that you can take this data that we presented and decide on your own if unemployment is a major issue. I hope you can keep your job, because I know I'm hoping the same thing. Tune in next time as we discuss tuna fish. Is it safe for your kids? I'd like to thank our guests tonight and our reporters out in the field. I'm Gabe Jones signing off from KCRU Hawk Eyewitness News. Good night, everybody, and good luck.